And this morning I have Adrian Burke here from Food Roots. Good morning.
Good morning.
And can you tell me a little bit about what Food Roots is as an organization?
For sure. Well, Food Roots is a nonprofit organization here in Tillamook, and our goal is to help create and develop a more robust food system in the Pacific Northwest. And how we do that is by community engagement, education, and some economic opportunities for local farmers, producers in Tillamook County.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like a great organization. I was just dinking around on your website here.
Yep.
And I think what you really wanted to come in and talk about today was Double Up Food Bucks and what that means and how people can use it. So what is Double Up Food Bucks?
All right. Double Up Food Bucks is a new program that's just started this year in the state of Oregon. And how it works is that folks who are using SNAP EBT cards can use those benefits at the market in the first place, but also get matched a $1 for $1 match up to $10 with Double Up Food Bucks. So with these Double Up Food Bucks, you can use them at any of the markets throughout Tillamook County. They're only good for fruits, vegetables, mushrooms, beans, and cut herbs. So it's unlike your SNAP EBT, where you can use it on meat products and all that. Food Bucks has a specific use.
Mm-hmm. So sure, so you could use your SNAP benefits, and what does SNAP stand for?
Oh, SNAP stands for.
That was funny. Oh, SNAP.
Oh, SNAP.
Do you know what it stands for?
Oh yeah, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Gotcha.
And EBT is Electronic Benefits Transaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Which used to be called.
It used to be called food stamps.
Yeah, thank you. I was thinking a food card. I don't know why. So that's great. I mean, you can use your SNAP benefits just from the card itself to buy your meat or anything else that you need at the farmer's market, and then you can double up on those, get up to $10 worth, and get maybe the fruits and vegetables that you wanted to get that could go with that meal. Absolutely.
And even though $10 a week may not seem like a lot at first, over the market season, if you go consistently, you can save upwards of $160 over a few months on some of your food costs.
Yeah, absolutely. And local fresh fruits and vegetables that are in season that taste amazing. My favorite is always going and getting cherries.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're delicious.
Absolutely. No, and this is a great program that helps put dollars back in the local economy.
Oh, yeah,
helps
absolutely.
Support your neighbor, and when they're trying to manage their own farms, helps diversify the food here in the county too, so that folks can enjoy a much wider range of nutritious whole foods.
Absolutely. And the best time to eat fruits and vegetables is when they're in season.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can get cherries, outside of season, but they're probably not the most nutritious. Same thing with berries. So getting them at the farmer's market, it's awesome. And they're usually ripe. I mean, they're so good. I love the farmer's market. So if someone is going to the farmer's market, because let's actually really quick talk about all the farmer's markets that there are in Tillamook County.
For sure.
There's one on Friday in Manzanita from 5 to 8 at night. There's Saturday in Tillamook from 9 to 2, and also in Nescoin from 9 to 1. And then Sunday, Pacific City has one from 10 to 2. And that's, I think, over by the library, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot of the library. So there's, all kinds of, there's honey you can get, not with the Double Up Food Bucks, but I think you could probably buy that with your SNAP benefits, right?
With SNAP benefits, you can.
Yeah. And local honey, I don't know if you know this, is great if you have allergies and you get local honey that helps combat your allergy reaction to the pollen and things like that.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
The more you know.
Educate and share.
Yeah, right. That's right. So if someone is going to one of these farmers markets and they have SNAP benefits and they want to use this, what is the process that they have to go to take advantage?
All right. So for most of the farmers markets here in Tillamook County, you have to first go to the main table, the manager's table at the farmers market, and pull out your EBT card, get it, and get reimbursed with SNAP tokens or slips. Not everybody can do transactions electronically with the SNAP card.
Oh, sure.
So you get some tokens, and with those tokens, you can then ask at that moment to get matched with Double Up Food Bucks for the amount of tokens you withdrew from your SNAP card, and then from there, with that amount of money, you can go out into the market and just make transactions like you would with cash.
Normal currency.
Yeah.
So the tokens, they have to. You can't just walk into the farmer's market and hand someone your EBT card or your SNAP card or whatever it's called.
Right.
You need to first go exchange some currency from the card into the tokens that then can be used as currency throughout the market.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the only exception in the county right now is the Nesquin market, where the process is just a little different, but still pretty simple. Is you go to a vendor selling a product, make the transaction, but announce that you're going to be using EBT, and the vendor will fill out a receipt that you bring to the farmers market manager table, and they'll help take care of the transaction and reimburse you with Double Up food bucks. And
gotcha. Yeah. So it just happens more after the fact. The transaction happens.
Just in Nesquin.
Yeah, gotcha. Great. We'll be back and talk about some more of that in a minute. But first, we're going to talk about Tillamook Country Smoker. You're traveling along, enjoying the scenery, and 6 miles north of Tillamook on Highway 101, there it is, Tillamook Country Smoker. A family-owned business has been turning out a unique brand of beef jerky for over 40 years. It's juicy, tender, and it's good. Stop by their retail store on Warren Street at Highway 101 in Bay City. They're open 9 to 5, 7 days a week. You're going to find everything, 2-foot-long pepperoni, teriyaki, and beef sticks for only $1, and excellent summer sausage. There's always something on special. Those 1-pound bags of beef jerky are a great buy. Tillamook Country Smoker, if we're going to eat healthy, this is the way to do it. Be sure to visit them online at tcsjerky.com. I love their little outlet store there.
Oh, for sure.
Gas station. I know I need to go there and get some more snacks.
Ditto.
You're not from here, right?
No, I'm originally from Wisconsin.
How long have you lived here?
Oh, I moved out here in February.
Oh, wow. And you already know about the smoker? Do you live up north?
I actually live in Bay City right now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's an easy trip over there then, huh?
Oh, yep. I drive past it every day.
So, we talked a little bit about, let's repeat what people can buy with the Double Up food bucks. It's not just your SNAP benefits that you can buy. I mean, those you can buy anything.
Yeah, anything that's SNAP
within
eligible.
the SNAP, right.
Yeah.
But the Double Up food bucks are only good on what?
The Double Up food bucks can only be used for fruits, vegetables, mushrooms, beans, and cut herbs.
But it can be fresh, dried, or frozen, right? That's what it says online.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it can't have any added sugars, fats, oils, or salt, which means like jam you probably couldn't buy because it usually has added sugar, right?
Yeah, there are some weird loopholes like that. Like a little bit of food preparation at the market is a little bit different than at a grocery store.
Sure.
In terms of what you can or cannot buy, but yeah, just the basic 5 fruits, veggies, mushrooms, beans, and cut herbs are Double Up food buck eligible.
So, pop quiz, because I see the answer right here on my screen. Why can they only buy fruits and vegetables? Do you know? It's related to USDA funding.
Well, I would imagine it would be to support healthy, nutritious diets.
Yeah.
It
said that because you guys are funded by the USDA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Through the Farmers Market Fund, they get a USDA grant that helps fund and promote the Double Up food bucks program throughout country and state.
Yeah, it says this is due to research that shows increased consumption of fruits and vegetables improves health and decreases the risk of many chronic diseases. In addition to making healthy, locally grown produce more affordable, Double Up food bucks also helps local farmers boost their incomes, which is what you were talking about earlier.
Yep. No, I think it's a wonderful program to really help people to get around the costs of whole foods, because we know that can really add up on the grocery bill at the end of the week.
For sure.
And when the food alternatives and choices aren't going to be that good for you, it can possibly lead to health issues later down the road. Mm-hmm. It's better to eat healthier whole foods when you get the chance. And with a program like Double Up food bucks, it makes that option all the more viable for folks struggling financially.
Right. Yeah, it's a shame. I think about this every once in a while that it's a shame how cheap fast food is. Mm-hmm. And how expensive healthy food is in comparison, but in the long run, it's really not, because fast food, if you eat it on a very frequent basis, creates conditions down the road that are going to cost you a lot of money. Eating healthier now will keep you healthier in the long run, and so in the long run, it doesn't. But of course, a lot of people don't think about it that way.
No. I think part of being aware of food and good health is to take a long-term focus on your health and on yourself rather than the immediate.
Right?
But,
sure.
But I mean, it's understandable too if you have other concerns like when it comes down to like bill payments or family obligations.
Right.
To start thinking long term can sometimes be a little problematic, but any little step you can make to think in those terms will help you out greatly. Little steps, little victories are victories nonetheless.
Right, absolutely. Right. So go down and get some free fruits and vegetables or beans or herbs from the farmer's market. So what happens so it's $10 a week, right? What happens if I don't use all of my $10 one week? What happens if I only use $8?
Well, not to worry. Double Up food bucks do not have to be used the day you get them. You can actually save them over the market season. So say that this weekend you get 10 Double Up food bucks from the Tillamook from the Tillamook Farmers Market. You only spend $4 of those dollars. You can save them for. And the next time you can go to the market is in August. They're still valid currency. They can be used at any time at any of the markets that are participating in Double Up food bucks throughout the county and the state. And also you can keep withdrawing you can withdraw again from the same market every week and create a little bit of like a stockpile, and then have a large bulk purchase at one of the market days.
But the currency is printed with the calendar year, right? So it has to be used within the year.
Yeah, it has to be within this market year or the season.
I thought it was really a good idea. I mean, if you've never canned or frozen, freezing berries is the easiest thing to do. I love it. You put it on a cookie sheet. Rinse them, dry them, put them on a cookie sheet, single layer, throw them in your freezer for an hour or two, throw them in a Ziploc, and then you've got fresh berries, frozen fresh berries, that you can use throughout the winter season, which is great because when it gets to be winter, sometimes we crave all those things. Or you can can, and if you've never canned before, the OSU Extension Service, I have a little sheet here somewhere, has canning classes, and they have canning equipment that you can borrow. I don't believe it costs anything. You can borrow. They have people there that you can talk to about how to can. I'm trying to find my sheet. I know it's here somewhere. They've got canning fruits, pies, fillings. Well, that one's over. That was June 16th. But they have a canning meat, fish, and poultry class that is July 14th, and then they have a canning pickles, tomatoes, and salsa class on August 18th. It's $12 to register, $15 on the day of the class, $12 if you pre-register. So that's a really cool, opportunity if you have all this fresh fruits and vegetables and you don't know. And if you can't make a class, you can still go down there and talk to them.
Oh, for sure.
The OSU Extension office over by La Mexicana. So you can go over there and talk to them, and they'll help you figure it out and give you all the stuff to do it with. Because, we canned blackberries because, blackberries are everywhere. A couple of years ago, and we haven't canned them again in a while, and we're saving those last few jars.
Yeah.
Be very particular about what we use them for because it's so good.
Absolutely. No, one part of food, about one aspect of food is not just good eats, but also like educating on what you can or what you can do with the food. Like, admittedly, I didn't know about the canning opportunities with the OSU.
Yeah.
But that sounds like a fantastic opportunity to know how to preserve food longer and like create like good wholesome snacks for yourself.
Absolutely. I think they might even have food dehydrators that you can borrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Really honestly, if you're listening and you are interested in this, go down to the OSU Extension Service right on 4th and Laurel, I think. Go talk to them because they've got all kinds of equipment that you can borrow, and they'll show you how to use it, and they'll give you tips on how to use it. They're very knowledgeable in all kinds of things. So, yeah, lots of things. Yeah, you dehydrate,
Absolutely.
you can, you can freeze. Lots of ways to preserve your fruits and vegetables.
Absolutely. part of Food Roots' goal and mission is to help educate. Also, so we have worked in the past with OSU and some of the Master Gardeners, like in one of our programs, Seed to Supper, where we just offer a 6-week free gardening beginner's gardening course.
Oh, cool!
Just teaching the basics on container gardening, outdoor gardening, pest management, soil management. And just any way that we can to help educate people on how to grow food for themselves, become educated on opportunities to save, on getting locally produced foods, is important. It brings people together, and it helps create a more robust food system.
Absolutely. And I know I keep talking about all the berries and all of those fun summer fruits that are available. But I liked on the Farmers Market Fund website, which is kind of the website that talks about the Double Up Food Bucks,
right,
has a really great list of fruits and vegetables that you can find. You probably can't find all of these at our farmers markets, or maybe sprinkled throughout. But things like beans and broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, corn, cucumber, eggplant, melons, nectarines, plums, raspberries, garlic, lettuce, mushrooms, onions. I mean, just about pumpkins, which I would assume are probably more towards the fall and the end of the season. Tomatoes, peppers. That's a huge list. I mean, there's so many things.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I said, there's nothing like getting fresh local vegetables. Because, not that there's anything wrong with buying it at the store, but sometimes you don't know how long it's been picked for. Like, I don't know if people know that apples are sometimes frozen in a big silo for like 3 years before they make it to the farmer or to the grocery store. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I want to say they're frozen with nitrogen. I don't know.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, I watched a whole thing about it, and I was like, what? The apples that you buy at the store could be, I'm not saying they are, but they could be like 2 years old because they like flash freeze them, or they keep them in like this big silo of cold gas. I don't know. Yes, I know.
Right.
I know a lot of weird, random things. It's weird.
Food trivia.
Yes, right. I like to watch food documentaries.
Oh, good.
We're going to take a quick break, talk about Tillamook Motor Company. Welcome to the more human side of engineering. The Lincoln MKZ Hybrid is efficiency in its most elegant form. Enjoy the luxury of power. The shared features between the MKZ Hybrid and its gas counterpart go well beyond the exterior. Designers and engineers worked hand in hand to deliver a hybrid powertrain while keeping a look of distinction. Whether you're in the market for a new car or something pre-owned, it's nice to know who you're doing business with. Tillamook Motor Company is on the friendly corners of 5th and 7th on Main in downtown Tillamook, and they have your next vehicle. You get their bottom line, one price without having to haggle, and it includes Ford Protect Premium Care Extended Service Plan for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Take a test drive today at Tillamook Motor Company, a better place to do business. So we're talking to Adrian Burke from You're from Food Roots, and then you guys help with the Double Up Food Bucks.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Food Roots real quick, because you guys, I didn't realize this, but you guys do community garden plots.
That's right.
And can you talk a little bit about like what a community garden is?
Absolutely.
Because I think it's really cool.
So I'm sure everybody has their own way of explaining and defining it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. So a community garden is a shared space amongst community members to grow and cultivate their own crops. Some gardens have different designs and systems. Ours is each person that comes to can rent out a plot or multiple plots, and they take care of them themselves, and they can grow any variety of fruits, vegetables, herbs, peppers, what they will. Mm-hmm. And we have one community garden with plots available at Food Roots. We have about, I think, 15, upwards of 15, 12 by 4 garden beds. A few are inside a greenhouse, and the majority are outdoor plots. But part of a thing about a community garden isn't necessarily just growing the food, but is also to help bring some people together, folks that you might have otherwise not met on your day-to-day your day-to-day routine, and just start to make some friends and bond over the shared experience of growing some food. And also to be part of a project where, in Food Roots' example, we're going to be growing and cultivating a donation bed to grow some whole food and donate it to the food pantries here in the county.
Awesome.
And then these are projects that are some things still in the works. The beds are all available for community plot holders, but it's community. I think that explains a community garden pretty well.
It's a larger garden than you would normally have, and if you don't have, maybe you live in an apartment or you don't have a space in your yard or your house, or you don't have an opportunity at your own house, or maybe you don't want to rip up your yard to put a garden in because you have a small backyard. I don't know. It's a larger plot. It's a larger section that is then cordoned off, and everybody kind of has their own little section, and you have to maintain it, right? You can't just plant and leave it. You got to be there, maintain, water. Yep. Nobody's watering it and maintaining it for you. That's your responsibility.
That's right. It's on the plot holder to take the responsibility to help do a little bit of upkeep for not just for them for their own plot, but just for the community garden.
Sure,
itself.
The health of the garden itself.
Yeah, a little bit of weeding here and there is always helpful.
Yeah, sure. And I noticed it's organic gardening, so no, we don't want to be putting chemicals back into the earth, and that it's a year-round maintenance because there's at the end of the year you gotta clean up everything and mulch and get it ready and let it hibernate over the winter season, and then springtime comes and then you plant and have all kinds of things.
That's right.
So there's 2 community gardens that Food Roots right now has, right? Or are there more?
Just one right now for Food Roots. The one is at the Tillamook Junior High School school garden. It's right behind the middle school there, on what is it? Cypress Street and Spruce. I
am impressed you knew those names. I do not. I just know where the junior high is.
When you're new in town, you got to learn quick.
Sure.
But yeah, so it's behind the junior high on those 2 streets, right across the street from the bus lane. And we do have another garden at the East Elementary School right across the street from the junior high. But that one is in the process of being converted strictly to a school garden.
Oh, cool! So the school will be able to.
They have been using it. They have been using it as an educational space. But for us, it just made more sense to create one community garden in a closed area in that area than try to manage 2 at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So right now it's the one at the junior high, which has a greenhouse and not a greenhouse. Is that right?
Yeah. So we have 9 outdoor in-ground beds.
Are they raised beds?
No, these ones
they're just in the ground.
They're in ground, but the ones inside the greenhouse or the hoop house are raised beds. Short raised beds, nothing that goes
super tall.
Nothing super tall, but yeah, we do have availability in both indoor and outdoor plots.
So if you are listening and you want to get more information, you can go on the Food Roots website. It's Food Roots NW for Northwest, foodrootsnw.org. And it's right there on the front page, community garden plots available for rent. What would somebody buy? What would somebody grow inside a hoop house? I know about flowers that you would grow in a house like that, but what would, maybe tomatoes and peppers or something that needs more warmth, consistent warmth, right?
Yeah, tomatoes and peppers are definitely the number one on that list. I'm still sort of new to the area, learning a bit about the
climate,
the climate in the area, but tomatoes. I think you can grow some fruits. I won't vouch for a list because I'm still learning about the climate here. But a lot is possible inside the greenhouse. But as far as growing stuff in an outdoor plot, it would be your Swiss chards, some of your leafy greens,
beans maybe.
Beans would do.
Corn,
would do.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're about out of time, but real quick, I wanted to just what we were talking about before because we kind of transitioned over to Food Roots. Double Up food bucks are available at all of the local farmers markets, right? If you have SNAP benefits or an EBT card, you can go to the main manager's table when you first go to the farmer's market this weekend and exchange some of your SNAP benefit currency for farmer's market currency, which is tokens. And when you do that, ask for an additional $10 in farmer's market tokens because the farmer's market will give you up to $10 a week.
That's right.
To be used on fruits and vegetables. Right. And beans and herbs. And there was something else. There were 5 things. Fruits, vegetables, beans, herbs.
Mushrooms.
Yep. Gotcha. Great. Well, thanks for coming in. Did we cover everything you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And just in case anybody has some more questions, you can feel free to contact me. My email is adrian@foodrootsnw.org. Or you can give us a call at our office at 503-815-2800. We're open and in the office from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
Where is your office?
Oh, it's sometimes it's a little hard to find, but it's located on 1906 3rd Street, Suite B, here in Tillamook. It's right next to the guitar shop, and it's in that parking lot where the old pancake house used to be.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So do you enter from the parking lot side, or do you enter from the 3rd Street side? Is there a door somewhere in the parking lot?
No, it's in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And, there is a door, and it's literally right next to the entrance of the guitar shop.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You'll see our sign there. We have a little raised garden bed off by the door.
Oh, that's cool.
So we tried to change the space a little bit, and we have a few advertisements and for some of our other programming on the door there. But yeah, very
cool. All right, and how do you spell your name? Because I totally spelled it wrong on my paper.
Because
you said Adrian, but you could spell that multiple ways.
It's ADRIAN
at foodrootsnw.org.
Yep, at Foodroots.
Awesome. Let's see. Tomorrow we'll have somebody from Vacasa here talking about, I assume, vacation rentals. Don't forget senior meals 11:30 at St. Mary's by the Sea in Rockaway Beach every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also noon every weekday at the Kayawanda Community Center in Pacific City. Cost us $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. This weekend, go see Tapa's hilarious adult comedy Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. It runs Friday and Saturday at 7, Sunday at 2. Get your tickets at Diamond Art Jewelers before they sell out, 842-7940. It runs through July 10th. You can get more info about the show at tillamooktheater.com. I saw it this last weekend. It's super funny. It is adult themed, though, by the way. There's some curse words that are dropped. Saturday is Clover's Day in Cloverdale. There's a lot happening down there. There's breakfast, a parade, the Show and Shine car show, live music, bouncy houses, and a lot more activity. End the day with fireworks at Bob Straub State Park in Pacific City starting at dusk. Also on Saturday, 10 to 2, and then Sunday, 10 to 4, there's the Freedom Festival at Blue Heron. And Sunday, the Rockaway Beach 4th of July Rockaway Beach has their 4th of July parade and fireworks. Please do not forget to keep your pets inside during fireworks displays. We don't want anybody running off. And then, like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, lots of farmers markets. Friday, there's the farmers market in Manzanita from 5 to 8. On Saturday, there's farmers market from 9 to 2 in Tillamook. Eric Sappington will be playing live, and the International Police Museum will be at the community table. There's also Saturday, the Nescoin Farmers Market from 9 to 1. And then on Sunday, the Pacific City Farmers Market from 10 to 2. And Fred Bassett and Sonia Kazan will be there playing. And happy anniversary to Mark and Kathy Gervasi. I said it yesterday and I was on the wrong day. Oh, wait, I got one more. The Kiwanis Club of Tillamook is holding a yard sale fundraiser this Saturday from 9 to 3 at 3811 3rd Street. That's just east of the bowling alley. Items include sporting goods, fishing equipment, household items, and more. Did you say this on... Okay, I'll give that to Maria, too. She can put it on the Dairyland Varieties. Adrian, thanks for coming in. Learned a lot about Food Roots and
thank you.
The Double Up Food Bucks. And thank you, Tillamook, for listening.